So I asked like my followers on Instagram and my friends on Instagram and Facebook if I should make a video about how I paid like $7,000 plus for my student loan that I took out during my freshman year of college, and my parents do not help me to pay for my education. The only thing they help me with is like to buy the necessary things like things for my dorm and those kind of things. But aside from that, I bought my textbook myself, and I paid for my college myself. So let's get started. Take your pen and a book. Bring a pen, a book. You can bring your wine. I have my wine with me, or you can bring tea, but this is summertime, so bring something cold. Let's get started. The first thing I did when I got to college is that I got a job first. Like immediately I stepped on campus. I actually went back home immediately I stepped on campus. I went back home because I was literally so scared when I saw I have to take out a $10,000 student loan. But you know, I prayed to God and I told God to show me like a sign if He wants me to attend my school. And God actually showed me a sign at the community college I decided to go to, and I was like, oh my gosh, at least I am going to go to this college and God will take care of it. So when I got there, I went to my dining hall and I went to like the boss. I was like, what if I want to get a job? What can I do? And my boss told me what to do. He was like, oh, you just have to take this paper to this place, bring your social security, this and that. And I actually did that and I got the job. And the first day I got to school, the next day I started working at the job. I decided to know who my loan provider is, and I found out that my loan provider is CornerStone. And one thing I noticed about people, because like my friends who like I told about this, the first question they asked me is, Kemi, how do I pay my student loan? And then I asked them, who is your loan provider? And they're like, I don't know who my loan provider is. And I'm like, what? You have to know who your loan provider is in order to pay your student loans. So I found out who my loan provider is. I made an account. So if you want to pay your student loan, first of all, number one, get a job. Number two, find out who your loan provider is, because through that you will know how much you owe and how you can start paying it. And that is like going on the website, or you can do through a phone call by Jolly Pay through the website, and this is how you can pay your student loan. So after I got the job, right, I decided to tell, like, when I get my paycheck, I took out $20 and I sent $20 to my student loan account to pay $20 every time I get my paycheck. And also I opened, like, thank God for my brother who informed me about Ally Bank. Through that, I opened an Ally Bank account. Ally Bank is the best because they give you a lot of interest rates. And I opened an Ally Bank account, so I decided to pay myself first, because I usually reach that poor dad, this book. According to this book, it says like pay yourself first. So in my knowledge, it's like pay myself first means like pay my future first, paying pay myself, like investing in myself first. So when I work, I pay myself first. I take $20 from my paycheck, goes to my Ally Bank account, savings account, which I do not touch for my future. I don't know what I'm going to use. Maybe I'll use it to invest. My plan is to buy a house at the age of 22, so I'm like saving for that. So I pay myself first to that account, but I'll just say $90. I pay myself first, so 90 minus 20 is 70. So after I pay myself first, I pay my loans, which is my student loan. So I put $20 into my student loans account. So 70 minus 20 is 50. So I have like $50 all to myself, and I love to travel, so I take $20 from the $50 and I put it in my another ally bank account. Like, it's the same bank account, but they're like different, you know, stuff there. So I have $30 left for my paycheck. So the $30 goes into my checkings account, which I can use for the whole week. I'm back. But I actually do not use it. I just like leave it to my bank account, you know. And yeah, that's what I do. And if you actually want to save more money, maybe you can say $20 for traveling. You have $30 left, and maybe you can put another. You can open another like bank, like another account. Which, if you like to shop, you can put like $20 in that account. So you have only $10 left. So you only spend $10 left for the weekend, like for the week, and which is, I don't think it's terrible, especially if you go to college upstate, because you get like, if you pay for dining hall food and everything, you should eat the dining hall food. That's how I do to save money. Yeah, so that is how actually. So that is how I actually budget my money. So that's what you can do. And like when you put this money out like into your Hawaii bank account, you're not just saving money. For example, you're not saving like the $20 for shopping. You're also actually getting interest rate on the $20, which is very good. And so I did that, and that's how like my loans started to decrease. And the third thing is to pay your unsubsidized loan first. When you put the money, when you tell your job to put the money into your student loan account, make it like put a setting on your student loan account for you to pay your unsubsidized loan first, because the unsubsidized loan accumulates like in time. So one thing I did is that I finished like paying, I think it was like 4,000 something. Yeah, I think it was like 4,000 plus 800% for a subsidized loan. So I decided to focus more on the unsubsidized loan first. Yes, yeah, on the unsubsidized loan. And then when I finished paying my unsubsidized loan, I was literally so excited, and I decided to focus on subsidized loan. And this subsidized loan is actually what I am actually planning to trying to pay everything off now before I graduate college. Right now, I just finished my sophomore year of college, and I will be going to my junior year of college. So that is what you have to do. So the third thing you should do is to walk into your financial aid counselor's office and ask your financial aid counselor for any scholarship. I know that I dislike scholarship, not I dislike scholarship, but I dislike what we have to go through in order to get scholarships. I remember when I was in high school and I had to write so many essays just to get scholarships, and it was so frustrating because even though I write like those essays and I do so many work for the scholarship, that did not guarantee me a scholarship. So when I got to college, I was like, I need to pay off my student loan ASAP. So I went to my financial aid counselor's office, and I was like, I asked her, are there any scholarships I can get? And she was like, you have over a 3.0 GPA. And I said, yeah, you have over a 3.0 GPA, which actually qualifies you for a scholarship. So she gave me a $1,600 scholarship. Boom. So when she gave me that scholarship, I actually got the money back. It did not go toward my student loan. It got paid to me during my spring semester of college. So let's say I have a 10,000. Oh my god, why is my pen not working? Oh. Let's have like a $10,000 student loan, and I paid $1,000 off with a scholarship. No, I paid $1,200 off with a scholarship, and I saved the remaining money. So 10,000 minus 1,200. I had $8,800 left to pay, and I used the 1,200 to pay my unsubsidized loan. So with the job I was doing, like back in school, the $20 actually accumulated, and I paid like most of that. I'm not 100% sure. I have to check it, but let's say I paid off let's say $400 with my job with the $20. I don't know if it's 400. I would say 400 to be honest, because I think it is less than 400. Okay. Yeah, I believe it is less than 400. So let's see, 10,000 minus 120, 8,000. So let's say I paid up like 200. So I have like $8,600 left to pay for my student loan. So I was scared and everything when I still saw $8,600, because oh my gosh, I still have $8,600 to pay. So I decided to get another job during my freshman year of college, and actually had the opportunity to put on a program to work with the international office and put on a program, and I got paid, I think it was $500, yeah, for putting on that program. So I took, like, when I got paid the $500, I took out $250 out of the $500, put it toward my student loan, and saved the other $200 in my Ally bank account for my future. And the remaining money, I just spent it on myself. Like, I did not spend it on myself, like I put it in my checkings account in case I need anything. So let's say $250. I have $8,350 left to pay for my student loans. So one thing I did is the third thing, I think we're the third one, is that I stopped spending money on, I did not go out as I went out like, girl, boy, I partied. I partied, but compared to my friends, I did not pay money to get into parties all the time. For example, I had a friend that loved to pay $5 every time to get into a party, and I looked at it and I was like, $5 for every party every weekend? No, because if you like round up the $5, it's like in a semester that can be like $55, maybe $55. This can be more, and you actually put that towards your student loan account instead of paying a lot of money just to get into parties. So instead of that, I did not go out to eat throughout my freshman year. The only time I actually bought food to eat was at the end of the semester, when I was like, I'm just going to treat myself. So yeah, and actually save for Christmas gifts because I love to buy people gifts. So actually save for that. But aside from that, I did not really spend any money. Like, I don't spend money on clothing. I don't really spend money on shoes. Like, I take care of my clothes and my shoes, and I wear this, like, I don't wear the same thing all the time, but you know, I mix up things. So I don't spend my money on things like food. I actually cook. You can check my website, kemibible.com. the link will be below. I cook my food, and one thing you should do while in college in order to save money and to pay off your student loan is that, just like, I know the food that you have is terrible, you know, but just manage, because if you keep spending money on food, so other food and everything, it accumulates. Like, if you spend like $7.50 on food all the time, as some of, like, I knew of some of my friends who like kept spending money on food, like, it adds up. And instead of that, I worked a lot, and you know, I used that to pay off my student loan. And the biggest one, the way I actually like decrease my student loan from is to get a higher job. I know it's stressful. Like, when I got my higher job, I was kind of depressed and I had anxiety because of so many things. I was so scared. Like, literally in class, I could not concentrate in class because of this job. and that was my first semester. But after my first semester, I was like, it's like I am going to put my health first, you know. And yeah, I decided to put my health first and everything. So what I plan to do, like, I got the RA job, and after I got the RA job, I got returns back. And one thing is that when you get your returns back, do not spend the money on like car and stuff. Use it to pay back your student loan, because that is literally how I pay off my student loan, through my RA job. And when I got like the returns and everything, I just like put like quarter, like the old, like half and the whole thing in my student loan, and I took like a little bit of money and I put it in my savings account for my future. And the other rest of the money I spent it on textbook and a little bit on myself, like just put it in my checkings account. So the RA job is a big thing, like I am telling you. It is not that huge, because like after my first semester, like I got like 1,000 something back from the RA job. And the second semester I got like 600 back, which was terrible. But I actually used the RA job money to pay off the student loan. And so after I did that, after I used that to pay off my student loan, I actually got another job as a financial coordinator for my school activities council. And that is one thing you should do. Like, just look at all these things. Like, I don't know if your school activities council or student association or any of this thing, I don't know if they pay you money, but just go out there and ask them. And this stuff can be fun, or you literally do not really do anything. You just do fun things and they pay you money. Like, I made $100 in just a day, just by working, by just setting up and doing some other things. I made $100, and that $100 I put some towards like my savings account, and I put some towards my student loans. And you know, yeah, that's how I actually, like, you know, pay back my student loan. And the fifth thing, I know I've mentioned this before, of like going to your financial aid counselor, but to be very good if you go to like maybe your student association, because not just like your student association, go to your department, different departments. If you're an engineer, go to the engineering department and ask them, is there any like scholarship I can get just for being like an engineering major, or just for being a mass comm major and those stuff. And guess what, they have scholarships that no one ever applied to.